After centuries of mystery, scientists have made an astonishing discovery in a hidden cave. They found Genghis Khan's tomb. But this revelation isn't just rewriting history. It's causing controversy and sparking questions about what secrets lie inside. Join us as we uncover the impact of this groundbreaking find and explore the questions it raises about our past and the world's most legendary conqueror in this video. Here we begin. The beginning of Genghis Khan's life, the great leader of the Mongol Empire, is quite mysterious. Some say he was born in 1162, while others suggest he was born much earlier. The details of his birth remain unclear. Even more mysterious is how he died. In 1227, Genghis Khan passed away, but the exact cause of his death remains unknown. Some say he fell from his horse and got injured, while others believe he may have succumbed to malaria or an arrow wound in his knee. His final resting place is another puzzle. Various historical documents and stories tell different tales, but they all agree that Genghis Khan was buried somewhere in Mongolia. His closest followers likely erased any traces of his grave to protect its location, possibly at the cost of their lives. To this day, Genghis Khan's tomb has never been found. If it ever is, it would be a monumental archaeological discovery, similar to finding the Dead Sea Scrolls or Emperor Qi Shi Huang's terracotta army. It would also shed light on Mongol religion and social hierarchy. Genghis Khan accomplished the incredible feat of unifying the Mongols and building an enormous empire that stretched from the Pacific Ocean to Ukraine. His successors continued to conquer even more lands. However, the whereabouts of Genghis Khan's tomb remains unknown. Some Mongolians might prefer it to stay that way, as he's regarded with deep reverence by some today. The tomb holds great importance for Mongolians, and its location is mysterious. One possibility is that Genghis Khan was buried in the eastern Khenti province of Mongolia where he was born. However, many experts believe the tomb won't be found anytime soon. Contemporary sources don't provide clues about the tomb's appearance or location. Despite satellite imagery efforts, researchers have yet to locate Genghis Khan's tomb. When Genghis Khan died at around 67 years old, he was campaigning against a group called the TANGUTS in northwestern China. This could have made it challenging to return his body to Mongolia. The Mongols at the time may not have known embalming techniques, possibly forcing them to bury him elsewhere. Marco Polo's claims of Genghis Khan's tomb. The Persian historian Muhammad al-Jurjani shares a valuable insight into Mongol burial customs. He described how they dug underground chambers for their deceased leaders. These chambers had carpeted floors and a throne where the leader's body was placed before the tomb was filled in, usually at night. Even the famous explorer Marco Polo couldn't pinpoint Genghis Khan's tomb. He traveled with Genghis Khan's successor, Kublai Khan, and mentioned a tall mountain called Altai where Khans were traditionally buried. The mystery deepens as it's believed that those who attended Genghis Khan's funeral were killed to protect the tomb's location. This gruesome practice continued under Kublai Khan's rule, with anyone crossing the funeral procession meeting a similar fate. In fact, everyone involved in the burial was executed to ensure the tomb's eternal secrecy. There were rumors that rivers were diverted to flow over the tomb, and wild horses were released to erase any signs of his existence. So the mystery of Genghis Khan's tomb endures, with a web of secrets and legends surrounding its location. The discovery of the tomb. Archaeologists driven by ancient texts, satellite images, and animal migrations embarked on a quest to find Genghis Khan's tomb. Folklore spoke of a sacred mountain, Burkhan Khaldun, in northeastern Mongolia guarding the secret. This audacious endeavor to crack the historical enigma was met with skepticism and awe. Technology capable of peering into the farthest reaches of the universe was harnessed to unveil our own past's hidden recesses. The groundbreaking discovery shattered myths and replaced campfire tales with irrefutable evidence. No longer did we have to speculate about the tomb's contents. This revelation sent shockwaves through academia, promising new avenues of research. Mongolia faced a cultural celebration in a quandary of international attention. For the world, it added an unsettling chapter to an old narrative, forcing us to confront unsettling realities. A team of archaeologists stumbled upon this revelation while studying ancient climate patterns in Mongolia. Near the Burkhan Khaldun mountain, a speculated resting place, irregular soil layers hinted at something man-made. As they dug deeper and used technology like ground-penetrating radar and metal detectors, the burial site of a leader of immense importance emerged. Elaborate carvings, symbols of power, and ceremonial remnants surrounded the site, confirming its significance. The defining moment arrived when inscriptions resembling old Mongol script were deciphered, strongly indicating that was Genghis Khan's tomb. The world held its breath as the discovery promised to reshape historical research and challenge long-standing narratives. Scientists and historians eagerly awaited the tomb's contents. However, complications loomed large. The Mongolian government's involvement was crucial due to the monumental significance of the nation's heritage. As news media flocked to the site, ethical concerns surfaced about excavating a site deeply tied to Mongolian culture and identity. The meticulous work continued, with scientists working around the clock while onlookers and officials observed from a distance. Periodic glimpses into the progress fueled discussions ranging from academic to existential. As the artifacts and historical documents surfaced, a sense of awe grew. Linguists, historians, and anthropologists contribute insights, aware they were part of something extraordinary rewriting human history. The anticipation was palpable as they prepared to open what was almost certainly Genghis Khan's tomb. A sense of unease replaced grandiosity. They discovered expected grandeur within the tomb, like gem-encrusted swords, ancient scrolls, and ornate armor. However, they also unearthed perplexing objects, advanced materials, seemingly anachronistic gadgets, and inscriptions that defied known languages. These artifacts, etched with extreme precision, conveyed messages beyond human understanding. The tomb held not just historical treasures, but enigmatic items that hinted at unknown knowledge or entities, challenging our understanding of Genghis Khan and his era. The mystery grew deeper when DNA samples from the tomb's remains yielded baffling results. Genetic markers contained anomalies unlike any known human lineage. While historical figures are often mythological, science now hints at something more enigmatic. Adding to the eerie atmosphere were ritualistic items hinting at practices outside recorded Mongol traditions. Ceremonial daggers in geometric patterns, containers with unidentified substances, and inscriptions alluding to celestial and cosmic events posed perplexing questions. Was Genghis Khan part of a lost belief system or something more otherworldly? Among the most disturbing finds was a parchment resembling a map of unidentifiable landforms, almost like a representation of a different world. Translucent stones, possibly advanced data storage, emitted a faint glow and disrupted electronic devices when brought near. These discoveries went beyond scientific categorization, delving into existential territory. They challenged the assumed knowledge of the era and raised unsettling questions about Genghis Khan's role in a complex narrative. Were these artifacts evidence of extraterrestrial contact or a more profound understanding of the universe? Reactions to these discoveries ranged from skeptical dismissals to fearful speculation. Some believed it was an elaborate hoax, while others saw it as evidence of extraterrestrial involvement. While academic circles largely rejected extreme theories, definitive explanations remain elusive. The scientific data emerging from the tomb's analysis challenged the foundations of archaeology, genetics, and physics, deepening the enigma surrounding Genghis Khan and his era. The initial focus understandably centered on DNA analysis and carbon dating, the gold standards for understanding historical origins and ages. However, these tests yielded unexpected results, creating more questions than answers. DNA analysis of the skeletal remains expected to confirm Genghis Khan's identity revealed an enigma. The DNA contained markers defying categorization, appearing as an amalgamation of sequences unrelated to any known ethnic group. Some genetic material, seemingly from an unknown species, couldn't be identified at all. Carbon dating results further confounded expectations. While artifacts and remains should have dated to Genghis Khan's 13th century era, the test produced wildly inconsistent results. Some items appeared far older, suggesting civilizations predating the Mongolian Empire, while others seemed impossibly pristine in age. Materials science experts were baffled by the composition of some artifacts. They appeared made of alloys requiring metallurgical expertise beyond the 13th century, exhibiting properties like unexplained connectivity and resilience that defied logic. These materials challenged the laws of physics as we understand them. With each scientific test, the tomb challenged modern empirical methods, urging us to expand our realm of possibility. Interdisciplinary teams convened to consult on the findings, their climate filled with frenetic urgency and deep existential uncertainty. Physicists, chemists, biologists, and historians found themselves united in shared bewilderment, grappling with a puzzle defying their collective expertise. Theories were proposed, debated, and discarded in rapid succession, leaving nothing to stick. Some questions that arose are whether quantum physics explains this. Were we witnessing proof of an undiscovered law of nature? Was this a moment demanding a scientific revolution akin to the leaps made during the eras of Einstein or Galileo? What do you think of these questions and the discovery of the Genghis Khan Tomb? Comment below your views and subscribe for more.